So let's move on to the next thing. So today is March 9th, and this Friday there was something that was lighting up my timeline.
What's that?
So what was lighting up my timeline is this show called The Grapevine. I'm not sure who hosts the show. She looks like a very nice lady. She has very nice outfits, and she got very nice braids. But she's hosting the show called The Grapevine, and this is what the show. This particular episode.
Through the grapevine kind of thing? Is it the play on words?
Yeah, well, I guess so. It's like, grapevine is like it means like the gossip or like the information being spoken of by the people. Now, so
hold on, I want to text about it.
Yeah, I know you do, bro. I know it's itching right now. You itching. Go
ahead, bro.
So they have this show called The Grapevine, and on this show they was talking about whether or not Bruno Mars is doing cultural appropriation.
See, this is another Caitlyn Jenner shit, man, because I just don't give a fuck about Bruno Mars, bro. I don't care about Caitlyn Jenner. I don't care about Bruno Mars. Like,
okay, but for the people,
bullshit. It's all bullshit. Fuck the both of them.
I understand your point, bro. But like for the people, what do you mean by cultural appropriation?
This is what I mean. Let me go ahead and play the clip for y'all, just because I feel like she will explain it better than I will. And this is just one of the clips from this episode. They were talking. So just to give you guys some background, cultural appropriation is when someone apparently who is not black or is not, I guess, approved by black culture
or from Wakanda.
Yeah, someone who's not from Wakanda decides to, I guess, imitate black cultural
Michael
music.
Blackson?
That was beast. But let's just cut to this episode so you guys can get a little bit of background.
Wait, one person at a time. Go ahead, Serena, you had your hand up. I hate Bruno Mars. Everybody knows that I fucking hate Bruno Mars. Like, if Bruno Mars died tomorrow, I would bake a fucking cake. Like, I hate this guy. The reason why I fucking hate Bruno Mars is because, like, yes, Bruno Mars 100% is a cultural appropriator. He is racially ambiguous. He is not black at all, and he plays up his racial ambiguity to be able to do what Jameer says, cross genres and go into different places. And you guys are bringing up Michael Jackson. Number one, me personally, like, I don't even think that Michael Jackson now in this day and age will be able to get to the point that he got to previously. Facts. And a huge part of that is because people have realized that they prefer their black music and their black culture from a non-black face. Absolutely. And you have, so I'm talking, so you can because I'm talking right now. And in a lot of different ways, we have artists now that are much more willing to step into quote-unquote black genres that were not willing to do it when, like, they didn't want to do it. They didn't want to be in black music. Black music was seen a certain type of way. We've reached a point now where hip-hop recently surpassed rock and roll as the most listened to genre in the United States. Black American culture has reached a certain point in this time period that it was not at when Michael Jackson was popping. Like, people had to campaign to get Michael Jackson's videos played on MTV.
Oh, MTV.
We are not in that same time period right now, so that's even a false equivalency to even try to bring up Michael Jackson's career and compare that to Bruno Mars. And I also want to say that Bruno Mars is not an original artist in the same way that Michael Jackson was an original artist, in the same way that Prince was an original artist. What Bruno Mars does is he takes pre-existing work and he just completely, word for word, recreates it, extrapolates it. He does not change it. He does not improve upon it. He does not make it better. He's a karaoke singer. He's a wedding singer. He's the person you hire to do Michael Jackson and Prince covers. Yet Bruno Mars has an Album of the Year Grammy and Prince never won an Album of the Year Grammy. So
all right, first of all, she sounds like she's just hating Bruno Mars.
I fuck with her though, because I hate Bruno Mars.
Okay, that's cool too. That's cool too. Listen, I've never listened to any of his shit ever.
Me either, because I hate Bruno Mars.
Why do you hate Bruno Mars?
I just don't like it.
Okay,
like,
why? You hate his face?
No, it's not his face. Like, I just don't like his music. His music sucks to me. Like,
okay, but she's saying something totally different than what you're saying.
It's so for like the teeny boppers. Like,
all right, but you still
look at my little cousins. I was talking like last time I went to Virginia and saw my cousins, and they're like, "Oh, I love Bruno Mars. He's like the greatest artist out right now." And I'm like, y'all ever heard of Jay-Z? Y'all heard of that? Like, you listen to Jay-Z, you listen to Beyonce, you listen to all this stuff. Like, come on, like, this is ridiculous. This is not good music. Like, I understand it's catchy. It's like,
millions you off will disagree.
And I get that. Yeah, millions disagree. Maybe I'm getting older and I don't fuck with the young generation anymore, but I just don't like it. Like,
Honestly,
I just don't
Bruno
like
Mars isn't for the youth, bro.
Bruno Mars is absolutely for the youth.
Do you agree?
Bruno Mars is for the youth.
So there's a couple things I gotta say. Number one, the girl has a very passionate outlook on the situation.
On how she hates Bruno Mars.
Yeah, I really wish that she wouldn't have used extrapolate incorrectly, because that's not what she meant. I'm pretty sure that's not what she meant. Extrapolating is like a mathematical term for analytics, and I don't think that's what she meant. I think she meant interpolate, but whatever. Second of all,
Semantics.
Semantics. Second of all, I think that she's wildin' because she's like, yo, if Bruno Mars dies, I'll bake a cake.
Yeah, it's like, all right, that's how you start your argument? You obviously have heat for the nigga.
Yeah, like you.
Yeah, I wouldn't go that far.
But
that's the thing, though. I wouldn't care if
you have a bias.
Yeah, it's like if you were part of like judge and jury, if like you were
executioner and jury.
No, like if you were up for what is that shit they pull us into as Americans? Well, you don't know.
Jury duty.
I don't know because I'm a new American.
He knows now.
This is my first year as an American, so I have no idea. I'm like a new American.
Thank God you shit signed by Obama, bro. Shouts out.
Yo, dead ass. All right, yo, I wanted to make sure that I got my citizenship before Obama left because I knew that you get a letter from the president when you do your citizenship. So I was like, yo, I do not want Donald Trump signing my citizenship letter.
Wait, do you have that letter still?
Yeah.
It's signed
it framed?
No, it's not framed.
Why would you frame that?
Why would I frame that?
Because it's signed by Obama, bro.
It's not really signed by Obama, but
it's a digital remaking.
Yo, it's signed by the man himself. Bruno Mars was there.
I'm being.
It's not Obama. It's Bruno Mars signing your shit.
It's just Bruno Mars signing naturalization letters. Welcome to America, nigga. Yeah, that's crazy. Y'all niggas is retarded. But the point is, I'm gonna meet Obama at one point, so I'm gonna get like his actual signature. I'm
Are
gonna
you
have
really?
a crazy.
How are you gonna meet Obama? What's the plan for that?
He's gonna sign his titty.
Come?
I'm not sure yet, but I think that one of my life goals is meeting Obama. I mean, he's a
swaggy cat, man.
Not only is he swaggy, he's wild eloquent.
I think he's gonna have a show. Is that like I think I saw somewhere that he's gonna have a show soon?
On Netflix. Yeah, him and Michelle are producing a show on Netflix.
Yeah,
I don't know what it's gonna be about, but it's probably gonna be some conscious shit that I'm never gonna watch because he's better than me.
I'm gonna check it out.
I probably won't check it out. He's better than me. I'm not.
So what?
Nah.
You don't wanna see what better than you is?
Nah, man. Don't hit me with all this.
All right, let's get into the point with this chick.
Oh, so this actually relates back to this point. This is a little too conscious for me. Like, yo, first of all, my nigga, listen, look, Bruno Mars, that nigga Puerto Rican, fam.
Yeah, it's like how you she's going mad ham. How he's cultural appropriating. Is that the term?
Honestly, use this term because I think that in this video specifically they were trying to stay away from the term culture vulture.
Oh, so he's vulturing of the cope.
Basically.
But he's Puerto Rican and Filipino. Okay, so he's not quote unquote black, but he actually is.
Well, he isn't, but
what do you mean he isn't? I'm Puerto Rican. Am I not black?
I don't know. Are you black? Do you consider yourself black?
100%.
Fair enough.
And there it is. And therein lies the problem is that, all right, damn. Okay, so here's the thing. I think that there are some people in the black community that
if your skin's not like theirs, you're not them.
Yeah. And that shit is racist, but we let it slide. Like, we are just like, whatever, cool, because you don't like people that are not as dark as you, that's cool. But the reality is, my nigga, that honestly, I don't think that, we are in no position to describe anyone's like culture or anything like that. But the problem is with this is that you can't define another person's culture. Like, whether you're black, white, Filipino, Korean, Chinese, it doesn't matter. Yeah. It's all about, if we're talking about culture, it's about the stuff that you grew up on that influences you.
Exactly.
I agree with that statement wholeheartedly. My whole thing is, I just don't like Bruno Mars. Like, I don't care what he is. Like, that makes no difference to me. I don't care what Caitlyn Jenner is. I don't like either of them. Like, don't care.
Well, so we'll sit you down for this topic. Well, I guess we'll sit you down because you hate Bruno Mars.
I just feel like she's doing what every racist white man has been doing for centuries. Like, she's trying to separate what people are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's like saying she's
that.
saying, "Oh, he's doing this because he don't look like."
Because he thinks he's a black guy.
Exactly.
Right.
And
Yeah,
it's the same about how the KKK will yell. Well, that's probably extreme, but she's probably not saying the same thing. But it's still the point of separation is like, why are you trying to, like, the point of unity is to bring everybody together, right, regardless of the skin color, regardless of where you're from. Nigga, you could be blue.
If you could get people to enjoy quote unquote black music, why is that a problem?
Exactly. She's angry because
it's not a black guy doing it.
No, she's angry because she clearly said it, that he's doing it and it's influencing other non-black people to do that genre as well.
So
am I not?
Is her point? Would her point be more valid if it was a white person doing that? Like, would she have that argument? Like, would she say that about Eminem?
Well,
or
the
Logic?
thing is, and it's funny because this episode of the Grapevine, which actually, and honestly, it was a really good episode, and they have a donation system set up where, like, they put out an episode, and if you enjoyed it, you could donate to the episode. I actually donated $5 to it.
Oh, wow.
And the reason why I donated $5 to this episode is because it was very entertaining to me. It was very entertaining to watch people debate on this cultural aspect of things, right?
Did anybody disagree with her?
Yeah, a ton of people disagreed with her, and
that's why she did that.
Yeah. That's what I loved about the episode.
Ignorance.
Because there were people there saying, like, yo, so if he was black, would it be okay? Yeah. Like, would it be okay to steal another black person's music if you're black?
Yeah.
Like, does that make it okay?
And what did she say?
I mean, she didn't answer specifically to that, but it was more so like, because it wasn't like everybody against her, right? So it was like people that were on her side, and there were people on the opposite side. And people on the opposite side were kind of saying like,
and it looked like that. I'm sorry to cut you off. It looked like that whole room was just black people.
There was one Spanish dude.
Okay, all right.
There was one Spanish dude. I think everyone else was black.
Did he speak about it? Did he speak up?
He spoke about it, and his take on the and you know, that's funny because even that in itself is a little racist, bro.
Like, there's not a Spanish guy, you said?
There wasn't a single white person in that room.
Did he speak by pointing with a plátano?
Yeah,
he was like, "Listen, I'm speaking to you.
This is my lighter, my laser pointer,
As
plátano.
you can see here
in diagram 8-3.
There was one Spanish nigga. I don't know whether he was Dominican or Puerto Rican, but it was one of those because he looked either Dominican or Puerto Rican. Yeah. And his whole shit was like, "Yo, not for nothing, that album was kind of fire." And that album was kind of fire.
Bruno Mars?
Yeah, the 24 karat gold shit.
He said
was
that?
Like, yeah, he was like, "Yo, like, not for nothing, I feel like y'all mad because that album was fire." like
shout out to him because he knows Bruno Mars is half Puerto Rican. It's like, yo, what? It's like, why you sound so mad?
Yeah, like, I don't.
If you enjoy the music, you enjoy the music. You don't enjoy the music, you don't enjoy the music.
And she's mad. She's like,
who makes
Prince.
it?
Prince been out for so long, and it's just like, don't be mad. Bruno Mars didn't create the Grammy system.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
he just knew how to beat it.
It's not Bruno Mars's fault that he won it and Prince didn't.
Yeah,
like, it's a different time.
But then she starts an argument like, if he died tomorrow, I'll bake a cake.
Yeah, that's that's crazy.
It's
that's
like
extreme.
you sound so hateful right now.
Yeah, that's
you
mad
sound like
hate.
the man that you running from. I'm speaking to you, Braids.
Sedan is her name.
I don't give a
or Seren.
I'm speaking to you though. You sound mad.
I hope she responds. That'd be hilarious.
And that's the problem, is that people sometimes become the same thing that they're trying to fight.
Exactly.
Right? And that's what we learned from Black Panther. The Black Panther movie, Killmonger was mad at the imperialist, and then he became an imperialist.
Yeah.
And that's not the right way to look at it. Like, you got to understand that if you're gonna be better, you have to be better. You can't just be the same kind of person.
Exactly.
So it's like, with her argument, to me, it was like her argument, and it wasn't just her. There was other people in that circle that had the same kind of argument.
Yeah, there were also people clapping and say, "Yeah, speak on it, girl.
Facts.
You're speaking true."
Yeah, if you got some bitch with a weave screaming facts in the back, your shit is official.
Yeah.
So and this is the problem. This is the problem. The problem is that for some reason, people feel like you need to, like, earn your blackness. Like, nigga, listen, look, I'm not trying to earn my blackness from nobody. And I've gotten into plenty of arguments with niggas trying to tell me that I can't say nigga. I've gotten into plenty of arguments like that. And it's because I'm light-skinned, I got blue eyes, and they feel like I'm not qualified to say nigga. And it's like, yo, you don't know my life, bro. Like, I grew up in East New York. Like, I was the lightest nigga on my block. Like there was
Facts.
no one. There was
Facts. You speak that shit. Facts. Yeah, you see how that works?
Yeah, like there was no one this color on my block.
Give me my
nigga.
weave, bro.
So it's like, yo, when I pick up and I'll be like, yo, my nigga, let us in, relax. Niggas feel a certain way. And it's like, nah, bro, like you don't understand where I'm coming from. So that's why it's like culture is like, yo, listen. If your culture, let's say black culture, has superseded like just being African American, because it's not about being African American. A lot of us were adopted by black culture. Like a lot of us grew up in black culture. Like this is what we grew. Like I grew up in East New York, fam. Like this is what I grew up with. Like I don't know nothing else. Like I don't know how to act a different way. Like I can't not say nigga. That shit is hard for me.
No, you can't.
I remember when you tried for like 3 episodes.
I tried. Yo,
didn't work for not one of them.
Fam.
No, you can. You can.
But why should I?
I mean, when you're in a professional environment, I don't think you should be talking to your boss like, yo, what up, my nigga?
Well, if you're in a professional environment, you're talking about, yo, this is a curse word. Let's not bring it up. And the only
Like
reason you
say
don't,
fuck in
Yo,
your regular
honestly, I
daily
disagree.
life,
I
but you don't say
disagree.
that
Why
in the
can't
work environment.
why can't that word be like circulated within professional environments? I mean, it's the way we are. Like you could fight HR, be like, yo, he's trying to not define. Like I'm in here and I can't be defined who I am as a person. Like I can't say, yo, what up, my nigga, and like I could be fired for that. It's like, yo, that's a lawsuit in hand. I'm just saying.
Now for nothing, Tony, you wild all the way the fuck out.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm gonna tell you the truth.
Joking,
Listen, I'm gonna tell you the truth because that was absolute facts. Like, why can't I say nigga at work? Now I need to find this out. I hope that somebody listened to this and they are an HR director. And I know one person that follows us who is an HR director. And I'm actually going to send this right to her and be like, why can I say nigga? That's going to be my like, DM.
It's like, because you're trying to say that you're trying to like take away from what you're trying to let me not define the person that I am. Well, you could erase that. I ain't say that right.
Well, no, I mean that's still correct though. Like it's like trying to curve what I'm able to say is really just redefining who I am.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like it's and that's where it gets kind of tricky, right? When you're trying to say that Bruno Mars is like imitating black music, and it's like, yo, at the end of the day, bro,
and she's fighting for it because he's doesn't look how she feels black people should look.
Yeah, that's 100% facts, which is the definition of racism.
Yeah.
Like you're literally saying that he cannot make this music.